aren't just random accessories, they were banned. And what Allen Saint-Maximin wears gets him fined every single day. See, it all started in 2018 when Allen was playing for Nice. And even though it was the beginning of his career, Allen wasn't trying to be an irrelevant role player forever, he was trying to go viral. And well, coming into a match against Bordeaux, yeah, he could have been normal and tried to have his best game. But instead, dude decided, let's get famous for breaking the fucking rules. See, a few months before, Allen signed an exclusive deal with Puma, and if he was caught wearing any other brand, he'd be forced to pay the price. But see, Allen said fuck a deal. He was trying to become a worldwide phenomenon. So he came out rocking a Gucci headband, and Allen went so viral for this, what he wore on his head made him more famous than his play on the field. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at his Instagram. It's like he never stopped wearing headbands since he became a trending topic. And you wanna know what's crazier than that? Allen's teammates admitted that because he wears them to practice and it's against his Puma deal, he gets fined 100 euros every single day. But at least Allen rocking this made Gucci millions. Back in 2014, what other players wore cost the company billions. See, football was coming into the most watched event of the year, the World Cup. And at the time, Sony was looking to go viral after dropping their brand new headphones. And what better way to become a bestseller than having the world's most famous athletes rocking them? And Sony had just signed a $280 million deal with FIFA, making it against the rules for players to wear any other brand. So they weren't just asking football stars to wear their headphones, Sony was forcing them to. And just to make sure the players followed the rules, Sony gave free headphones to every single team. But when football players started pulling up to the arenas and went through their usual pre-game routines, they realized these headphones were ass. But listen, that's not even the craziest part. Word started spreading about just how these headphones really were, and players knew they had to stand up for what they believed in. So just a few days before the World Cup, one man risked everything. Just look at Neymar, man. So inspirational. And over 34 million views later, Neymar put Beats by Dre on top of the world. And because of that, Sony lost $1.7 billion. But even with all of that going down, FIFA kept Beats by Dre banned from football. But at least what Neymar did wasn't illegal. Because what David Beckham wore became so controversial, it wasn't only banned by FIFA, he nearly faced 6 months in prison. See, back in 2002, Beckham was taking over football and led England to the World Cup. But we all know Beckham, man. He loves the spotlight, so he just had to try and be a trendsetter. And at the World Cup, he came into his matches against Denmark and Brazil, debuting something that no other athlete had done before. And probably because it's illegal. But anyways, he showed up and showed out, wearing custom Adidas Predators. And I mean, they don't look like anything that could have you facing jail time, but the truth was, Beckham's fans were pissed. Because his shoes weren't just made of something you'd find at Champs. His kicks were made of leather, aka kangaroo. And it turns out, all hunting of the animal or products made from them was illegal in California. And right after signing a deal to join the Los Angeles Galaxy, Beckham found out about the law, so he was in a predicament. Not only were his cleats controversial, they could get him fined $5,000 by Cali government, or face 6 months jail time every single time he has a shoe made. And obviously our boy Beckham's a smart guy. I mean, he's got football to play. He don't got time for all that. So he called up his boys at Adidas and had the cleats redesigned with a fresh synthetic material, keeping his feet intact, the fans happy, and him out of handcuffs. And at least what he wore didn't get banned by an entire country, like Brazil did. See, coming into the 2014 World Cup, Nike partnered with the team to design some brand new kits. But there was one big problem. From Pelé to Neymar, and everybody in between, the teams always rep their historic yellow, green, and blue to match the country's flag. And these colors have become so significant to the team, it's become an ancient rule to never change it. But apparently, Nike didn't get the memo, because coming into the new year, they tried mixing things up and came out with something completely different. And Neymar became the face of Nike's new campaign. He showcased an all-black masterpiece that said Brazil, and had 5 stars representing the country's World Cup titles on the front, with the country's badge on the left sleeve. And at first, players loved this new look, so the blackout kit was approved. But it didn't take long for people to start criticizing the uniforms. See, throughout the country's entire existence, it's been tradition to wear yellow to home games and blue to away games. So many Brazilians felt that completely switching things up was disrespectful and convinced the Brazilian Football Federation to literally ban the jerseys. But after all, at least the jerseys wouldn't have got them kicked out of football, like what Wang Shenchao did, because what he wore back in 2018 literally got him banned from the sport. At the time, Wang and China were going up against Myanmar in a friendly, and well, Wang was just taking it easy, man. He was cooling on the bench until his number was called at the 61st minute. Coach Yu Jinbao just wanted to see what our boys got, and well, I think Wang took that a little too literally, cause he had it on him. As soon as Wang backpedaled onto the field, he pulled out his phone and realized he didn't drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Embarrassing. Come on, don't be like Wang, man. Don't turn yourself into a meme. So what are you doing? Click it. But anyways, he also pulled something mysterious out of his sock, and with cameras aiming at him from every direction, there was a 0% chance he was getting away with this. And that's when he pulled out his most prized possession, a diamond necklace. And he wore it for the rest of the game. But I just hope 20 minutes of wearing a chain for literally no reason at all was worth it. Because immediately after the game, the CFA charged him with a fine worth more than the necklace itself. And they banned him from football for an entire year. Ridiculous! But $3,000 to a player like Rafinha, that's nothing. Because what he was caught wearing literally got him fined $1 million. Take a step back to 2013, where the controversy began. And at the time, Rafinha was a dominant winger for Barcelona, so every brand wanted a piece of him. But his eyes were on an exclusive contract from Adidas. And yeah, signing that deal forced him to wear Adidas cleats only. But for millions of dollars, he definitely had no problem doing that. And ironically, right when he laced up his Adidas, Rafinha went on to become a champion, an Olympic gold medalist, and a prime sidekick to Lionel Messi. So Rafinha felt like he was on top of the world. I mean, what could go wrong? Well, as time went on, Rafinha realized his shoe deal became his career's biggest mistake. While he was wearing the cleats, Rafinha started suffering devastating ACL injuries that would force him to sit out for months. So because he couldn't be on the field representing Adidas, the brand just refused to support him, and things were getting weird. It was like the company was plotting on his downfall. So when it was getting closer to July of 2018, Rafinha expected his Adidas contract to come to an end. And just because the company didn't show him love during his hard times, he not only vowed to not re-sign, he vowed to never rock their gear again. So as the month passed, he began the revival of his career, playing for Barcelona in some custom all-black Mizuno boots, finally representing a company he could trust. But see, what Rafinha didn't know was Adidas slipped a hidden agreement in his contract. And without him knowing, they extended his deal for 5 years. So technically Rafinha was bound by contract to only wear their products and to promote them on social media every single day. And as the months went by, Adidas purposely let him violate the deal, knowing that legally, Rafinha was gonna have to pay them back big. And in December of 2018, they slapped Rafinha with a lawsuit, and it cost him $10,000 for every single day he didn't rep their brand. And he had no say in this. The judge sided with Adidas and forced Rafinha to pay over $1 million. But I'm gonna be honest, you should have seen this coming. Cause in football, sometimes things just go way too far. Like the time a player beat up his own fan or bumped his own teammate. And I know you wanna hear more about that. So click this video right here. These are the football players who went way too far. And just wait till you hear about Ronaldo. So what are you still doing here, man? Click it.